Robinson. Young Wei Koo going to get this one going. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. So the Vikings come out. Technically, it is year 2 for J.J. McCarthy. But really, it's year 1. Did not play at all in the regular season last year with the knee injury. The former Michigan Wolverine, the quarterback of the Vikings.
Well, I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards. If I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
48-yard line.
Opening carry of the game for Aaron Jones. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage. But when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
McCarthy to the air on second down. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
That's a gain of 5.
McCarthy from the gun here on third down. Taking off. He'll try to get there. He'll get a dozen out of that one. Scrambling his way to a first down.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Vikings first down. First and 10
from the 39. Here's a first and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. And this time the rush gets home. And down he goes. That's the safety, Jordan Fuller, coming on the blitz to record the sack.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. He's got to let one fly for Addison. 7th play of this opening drive, and here's third down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Again, working deep downfield. And that is incomplete. I felt in the intended receiver that time. And that'll set up fourth down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Falcons come out, and they are led by Michael Penix, the second-year quarterback out of Washington. Greg taking over late last year and winning the job as the Atlanta starting quarterback.
I think when you take a step back and you look at last week's loss, I think there was some good and there was some bad. And I think you could really say that about the entire team. The 2 touchdown passes were great. Of course, he's got to stop giving the ball away with the interception. But I think if he continues to clean up some of his fundamentals, continue to improve his decision-making, and then on top of that, guys around him just have to continue to play better.
And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. First and 10.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Atlanta.
On the ground, it's Robinson. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker spot to make the tackle. They'll work from the 36 on second and 6. From the gun, here is Penix. That'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Jacob Collier. 5 yards on the play.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down. Couple of first downs already on this drive, and they'll go first down from the 43. We're going to go play action with Penix. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
On second down, Penix. He'll get that complete to Ross. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Brings up third down.
From the gun, on third down, here's Penix. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Darnell Mooney.
I like the fact that they took a shot on third and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the fourth down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up 4th and a mile.
Fair catch signal and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Vikings offense ready now for their second drive. So, Greg, the home opener after winning on the road, I know you've said it a bunch, there's a different satisfaction for a team to go on the road and get a win. So it's got to feel good to start your home season at 1-0.
Yeah, I mean, everyone loves to play week 1 at home. The fans are into it. Hope and the optimism of the season is at an all-time high. It doesn't always go that way. So they go on the road and they get a win. So now expectations coming back to your home field, your home crowd.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
The Falcons offense ready to take over for their second possession. Greg, it's one of those weird feelings you build all year for the opener, and you play a tight game and lose. It kind of changes the feeling coming into this week a little bit.
Yeah, it certainly does, and if you're not careful, what's that called the rule? You don't want one loss to turn into 2, one bad play to turn into 2. The best teams in this league, they have an uncanny ability that regardless, good or bad, blowout or close one,
Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Jonathan Allen. He had a sack in the opener last week. He's got another one here.
Well, as they face this possible 3 and out following that second down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
It's a pretty good effort there on 3rd and long. Initially, I really thought that screen was timed up pretty well, and he had a chance to pick up the first down, but give credit to the defense. It was the pursuit and running to the ball, and they're able to stop him just short.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. 4th down, and here's Penix. Open man is Mooney. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal. And the tackle is made at about the 6. 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
On the handoff, running left, it's Algier. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Here's Penix. They're trying to set up a tight end screen with Pitts. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
On the play. It's now 4th and goal.
4th down, and the Falcons turn to Younghoe Koo for the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Koo's kick is good. And the Falcons are out to an early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The Vikings offense ready to take over once more. This unit hasn't been at their best early on. Punt followed by an interception on their first 2 drives. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he finds some space after a gain of 7 on 1st down. From the 33, here's 2nd and 2. He'll run here. This is Ty Chandler. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for a Vikings 1st down.
He'll run. This is Jordan Mason. Up the sideline, past midfield. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Play action now. It's McCarthy. 1st down throw there is incomplete. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Setting up to throw is McCarthy. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
To throw, it's McCarthy. Going for it all. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 3-point game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
The Falcons offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
On play action, Penix to the right. That's Pitts. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
To number 8.
A gain of 16 yards. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
1st down, Falcons.
We'll go play action now with Penix. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Drake London. Touchdown Falcons. That his 1st touchdown of the new year.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense, and then what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot. The timing and accuracy like that leads to 6.
Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons are out to a 10-0 lead. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Falcons with the early lead. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. This one taken at the 7. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to get back to work. Greg, the NFC North has become such a fun division over the last few years. Think of the geography and the legacy. It's always been because of the proximity, a fun division with great rivalries. But with almost all the teams playing well, save the Bears over the last few years, it's almost heightened the awareness of how good the NFC North can be.
Yeah, I think going into the season, I make the argument it's the best division in football. And I think they're the worst team. I know they were 5-12 with the Chicago Bears, but to me, there's a lot of wins built in there. Now they bring in Ben Johnson. They continue to build around Caleb Williams. That feels like there's a lot more wins built into that 5-12 record if they just get themselves organized and get some pieces around Caleb Williams, and that's what they've done. So, yes, Detroit and Minnesota, Green Bay, they've clearly been the top three for the last couple years, but if Chicago and that roster, if that's your fourth best team in your division, man, I'll tell you what, those are going to be some really competitive division games this year.
And I don't know if it's the weather. I don't know if it's the length of the franchises, but when these divisions go head-to-head, there always is a legacy feel that just is additive to the anticipation of those matchups.
Yeah, I mean, every one of these franchises has significant history for a lot of different reasons. They have Hall of Fame players, Hall of Fame coaches. Some of the most iconic individuals in the history of the league have played for these four organizations over the last 50-plus years. So there's so much into it, more than just the matchup on the field in that moment, and you can feel it with how much the fan bases rally behind their team.
Brings up second and 10.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
On 3rd down, Penix. That one too far in front. It is incomplete.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions, and now it brings up 4th down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field,
Fair catch.
you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. Well, Greg, it will be a very busy stretch for the Passports. A lot of international games to look forward to. 7-0 outside the U.S. Chiefs and Chargers last week in Sao Paulo. Great ones to follow. Vikings and Steelers in Dublin. Vikings in London. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. The rookie from Georgia, Jalen Walker, working his way in to record the very first sack of his NFL career.
They just have to be better on 1st down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on 1st down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
They'll run. This is Mason. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Kaiser White able to make the tackle. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. On 3rd and long, here's McCarthy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Crazy. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. The Falcons offense starting to trot out for this next possession. So, Greg, let's pull back big picture and talk NFC South for a second, a division that you know so well. We've got teams that have been to the Super Bowl in the last 15 or so years out of this division. Yet people overlook it at times, and maybe they've overlooked how good Tampa's been the last 4 years, too.
Well, it's funny, Mike. You think it wasn't very long ago that the NFC South was the toughest division in football. I mean, you mentioned Super Bowl teams. Tampa Bay won one recently with Brady. And then Atlanta, they make a Super Bowl with Matt Ryan. And New Orleans, and obviously the success they had with Drew Brees. And Carolina, we played in a Super Bowl. I mean, this is a division you didn't want to play. Now, they've all fallen on their resets, new coaches, new quarterbacks. Tampa Bay has done the best job weathering and taking advantage of their rebuild and their next era in the midst of a down division. So, big reason they've won 4 in a row. Can Atlanta, can Carolina.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Jonathan Allen. He had 2 sacks in the opener and give him 1 more here in week 2.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now Penix. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Vikings offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. You know, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 30-yard line after a touchdown. But the 35-yard line, I don't know, does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that people don't talk about, Mike, is the impact that it's making on going forward on 4th down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you got stopped inside the 5 or you scored inside the 5, it was all the difference of that I kicked a touchback, they got the ball at the 20. It wasn't that much of a spread, but now all of a sudden, is it in my best interest to settle for a field goal and kick off when I could give you the ball at the 35? Or even if I fail down there tight in the red zone on the 3, you now possess the ball inside your own 5-yard line. So I think that's an element now that's causing offenses to go for more touchdowns, kick less field goals, because the ensuing kickoff is giving my opponent the ball in much more favorable territory.
You know, the other rule that is adjusted are overtimes in the regular season will mirror playoff overtime. Each team getting the ball. I'm so happy, Greg, because it just felt so incomplete when a team got to overtime, but then their offense, which may be the best part of the team, never got on the field.
Yeah, and I couldn't agree more. And you hear everyone saying, "Oh, well, just get a stop." Well, what you know, it's that legendary game between Mahomes and Josh Allen where neither team stopped anyone. It was just an offensive touchdown festival. So you won a coin toss and you get the ball. But the other team's defense hadn't gotten a stop the whole game. If Josh Allen got the ball first, he probably would have scored on a walk-off. So I love the idea of both teams getting the ball. If a game is good enough to go to overtime, let's finish it. We don't need to be in a rush. There's no curfew. Let's let the guys finish it on the field. A lot more similar to how the regular game goes and not have significantly different game flow come overtime.
They'll start on the ground with Algier. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
On 2nd down, here's Penix. We'll try and set up the tight end screen. They'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That's to the tight end, Hurst. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. Fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense about ready to take over once more. Well, Greg, as the season starts, really the season never ends. Think back to the schedule release. The draft has become this multi-day huge event. Green Bay crushed it with all the folks around the stadium in Lambeau, and some big names will be tied to that draft forever. A couple of the rookies that you've watched that are just sticking out in your mind. Interested to see how they fit the league as the season gets going.
You know, obviously so much attention around the quarterback position, and Cam Ward goes number 1, and then obviously with Shador and all the conversations around that as the draft unfolded. But I think a guy that's going to be fun to watch when you talk about fit. I think you look at Ashton Jenkins. He gets drafted by Vegas. He's now with the Raiders. Pete Carroll. It kind of has the feel of, is he his Marshawn Lynch? Is he the bell cow back under center, Geno Smith, play action, set up that run game, play good defense? This feels like the early path Pete Carroll took when he took over in Seattle and turned them into a Super Bowl champion. So I'm not saying Genty's Marshawn Lynch, but he certainly feels like that's the fit the Raiders were going for when they took him with their first-round pick.
Hey, let me ask you about Travis Hunter. Of course, the Heisman winner, Colorado, great play, both sides of the ball as a receiver and a corner. You know, Greg, it's hard to come in this league and play well on one side of the ball. Is it realistic to think you may see him on both offense and defense?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, and I think to start, you have to say, okay, let's hang our hat on something. And I think when you look at the league, where is it harder to find impactful players? I believe it's harder to find impactful defensive backs. I think it's a harder position. I think the league favors the offense with the rules and the play style. So if I'm Jacksonville, I'm making Travis Hunter a defensive back on day 1, and then I'm going to package my offensive plays around his skill set to take advantage of him as a wide receiver. And then as time goes on, it'll eventually unfold where he'll be able to have a role on both sides of the ball more consistently. But if I was in Jacksonville, that's what I would do. But I think it's going to be very interesting to see how fast and how big of a role on both sides they give Hunter early in his rookie year.
Now, after that last snap, we have an injured player. It's Bijan Robinson, who's in some pain down there. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. To throw is Penix. Left side in the hands of London. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
A give up the middle to Algier. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Throwing is Penix. Over on him in a flash, and he lost the football. It appeared like the Falcons were able to get back on that one. Ball stays with Atlanta. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
There's no need to do anything reckless. It's 3rd and long. The opportunity to convert this is probably slim. So there was nothing open downfield. I think he makes the smart decision here, Mike. Avoid the negative play and throw the ball away.
He'll take this in back at the 16. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Vikings offense ready to take over once again. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. To the left side, and it's caught by Felton. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up third
and two, and here's McCarthy. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
And the Vikings first down.
To the air once more is McCarthy. Forced out left. And nice work there. Go into a slide and gain about 7. Comes to the line now on 2nd and 2. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
That's good for a Vikings.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Falcons will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
The Falcons offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early. And we'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. For the left side, he gets back to Mooney. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. It'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line. A gain of 5 brings
From
up
the gun, here is Penix. Workload taken by Penix. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of
Now a
9
timeout.
yards.
Atlanta, that's their first. As they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. Throwing now, Penix on first down. That one is caught by Mooney. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout as it comes 22 seconds remaining until halftime.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
He's going to keep it himself.
Michael Penix on the scramble. The tackle by Jeff Okuda. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Falcons.
Now the Falcons will use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Out is Younghoe Koo to try the field goal. This will be a 46-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Falcons will open up a 13-0 lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. We enjoyed it so much last week, the EA folks said, hey, come back, let's do it again. So here we are, week 2. Let's get after it. Our spin around the NFL starts now. It begins at MetLife Stadium. It's the Jets at home to take on the division champs 5 years running, the Buffalo Bills. And it's the Buffalo defense coming up with the big play. They made their presence felt in a number of ways, including the pass rush as they get the sack here. We'll give you a look now at the remainder of the games in progress in the early window and what's still to come here in Week 2 of the National Football League regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that. They're going to go play action with Penix. That's caught right side. It's London. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35.
And the Falcon first down.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. They work forward to the 40-yard line. The veteran safety Harrison Smith. They're on the stop. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll throw. It's Penix. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down. From the gun on third down. Here's Penix. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. The Falcons send their punting unit out. He'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Vikings offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Had to push through that one tackler, but he is wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 16-yard line.
Yeah. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7. Now a 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. He'll try to run for it. He'll get a dozen on that one. Scrambling his way to a 1st down.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. Roll forward. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. So a pair of 1st downs moves him out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. This pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down.
10 at the 38-yard line.
On the ground is Mason. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
15 more yards. That's another Vikings 1st down.
This is Jones. And, they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. From the 23, here's 2nd down and 9. They run it once more with Jones. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play. Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. To throw, it's McCarthy. Got his man at the brought down at the 5-yard line.
And the Vikings.
They've got it. It'll be first and goal after a pickup of 21.
At the 5-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield.
Good blocking, and he's in. J.J. McCarthy, touchdown, Minnesota. His second rushing touchdown of the year. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive, because they've still got some work to do.
Makes the score Falcons 13, Vikings 7.
Riker out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Jaleel McLaughlin now on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start out with Algier. And they'll take this up to the 30. Pick up a 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
They'll go again here with Algier. And this will be a Falcons 1st down. He has this one past the 35 to about the 37.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Atlanta.
Quick throw on the RPO is complete, and they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. 14 on the pickup. 1st down, Atlanta.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
47-yard line.
Great job there by the defensive lineman. You can see, Mike, why he is one of the best interior players in the entire league, using his strength and his speed to get through into the backfield, take the running back down for a loss.
That one taken in by London. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. They'll try and run for this with Algier. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down by a couple of yards as they convert on 3rd and 3.
36-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And the Falcon 1st down.
Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. He'll step up and run this. A pickup there of 25 yards. Back to throw. Here's Penix. Here's a screen taken in by Algier. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. And he's in. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown first touchdown of the new campaign. Now Penix and the Falcons will line it up and go for two.
The Falcons will line
Out
up
of the
for
shotgun.
the two-point
It's
conversion.
Penix. He'll swing that out wide. A dive, and he's in. The two-point conversion is successful.
Vikings 7.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
It is 3rd and long.
He was brought down by James Pierce. A 1-yard pickup brings
Up to throw is McCarthy. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Ryan Wright.
It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. Falcons offense and Michael Penix getting ready for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
From the gun, it's Penix. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Jonathan Grenard. He gets in to record his 2nd sack of the game, number 4 on the season.
In this defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz schemes, stunts, whatever you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. To throw is Penix. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. And how about that? 3rd and a mile. And they convert and pick up a 1st down. They'll work the middle here with Algier. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Jonathan Allen, big man from the interior. With the stop.
Picking up a 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Penix now going to keep it on the zone read. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. inches. They'll go with the sneak. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line for the official signal. He's got enough for the first down. A first set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Throwing is Penix. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. They say second down and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7. At the
On second down, here's a run with Algier. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be first and goal. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. They'll run it here with Algier to the 5-yard line. Second and goal.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up
again. It'll be Algier, and he will take this one across into the end zone. Tyler Algier, touchdown Falcons. And this has to feel good for this team, Greg. After losing week 1, to continue to add to the lead here in the fourth quarter and get themselves likely back to 500.
Yeah, just a really nice bounce-back performance. After talking to them, they felt really disappointed in their week 1 performance. They felt like they got off to a slow start, Mike. So now here in week 2, bounce back, deal with a little adversity early in the season. I think this is going to bode well as the rest of this year plays on.
So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. Price now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Vikings offense ready to get back at it. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Play action now. It's McCarthy. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up second and 4.
On second down, here's McCarthy. There's Jefferson. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. He'll go right back to Jefferson. They connect again. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
10 yards. That's another.
To throw once more. Here's McCarthy. The ball comes out. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
J.J. McCarthy said.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sacked, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
They'll put Addison in motion. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Up in the middle, and it's complete to Felton.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage, and it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. To throw is McCarthy. A short one taken by Hawkinson. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
Pickup brings up second and 2.
On second down, it's Jones. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chain.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Number 3, Jordan Addison. A 7-yard
Throwing on second down is McCarthy. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. With J.J. McCarthy, a long time coming. But his first touchdown pass in an NFL regular season game. Reichard good with the extra point. And the Vikings are able to cut into the deficit.
Vikings 14.
Reichard out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. Jacob Cowling now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense and Michael Penix getting ready for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to Algier. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
In trouble, and down he goes. Jonathan Bernard. He has had one heck of a night. His 3rd sack of the game.
You know, we can sit up here all day long and critique the quarterback, and you can see his eyes aren't downfield. He's a little jittery in the pocket. Oh, but the amount that he's been sacked and hit today, Mike, I can't say I really blame him.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Vikings offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Again, it's Jones. And he's going to be close to a 1st down. Looks like he'll have just enough to keep the chains moving.
That's good for a Vikings 1st
A
down.
run, it's Jones. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
Just a little too much east and west there for my liking. I understand what they're trying to do, getting the ball out on the perimeter, but on these early downs, plant your foot and get downhill. Great job by the defense stringing it out, and they're able to force him down for a loss.
And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
And 13.
Now McCarthy. Out wide. Here's Jefferson. Ooh. And he is out of bounds.
Jefferson.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Gain of 18. That's good for a Vikings.
They'll put
1st
Addison
down.
in motion.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. Throw to the right flat. It is caught.
McCarthy's pass.
He's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
McCarthy to the end on 2nd down. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked, and they will turn it over on down.
So the key to this fourth down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge fourth down stop.
The Falcons offense ready for this next possession. And they have definitely righted some wrongs after the loss in the opener. They have the lead here, and they start this possession 1st and 10. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He was brought down by
So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first.
1 yard gain.
And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
At the 47-yard line.
All on the ground, McLaughlin. That's a second charge. Timeout for Minnesota. Talk things over before 3rd down.
42-yard line.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Now Algier. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll run with Algier. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and
You've got to
inches.
consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's a run by Algier. And the Falcons are going to have what looks to be a 1st and goal. He'll take this down to the 10-yard line.
1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. And as a result, they're going to come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Minneapolis.